We're going to just give it a few more minutes. So I'm just giving it a few more minutes here. It's about 5 minutes or two, and just waiting to see if anybody's coming in on my live stream this afternoon. Checking my usual Facebook post and other things going on in our life right now. Lots going on. Couple more minutes and I'll start. Maybe make a slight camera adjustment. I think it. Oh, does that bring that up a little bit? Let's see. There we go. I think that's good. Two more minutes to live. Okay, I'm almost ready to get started. Yeah. Okay, just about 2 o'clock. Well, hi guys, and welcome to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you guys are new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to the channel? It helps other members know when I post videos. And today we're going live. It's 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And also, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. So please do your homework first before you get started. And today's the start of week 141. Wow, can you believe it? We're already in the 141 weeks doing the low carb weight loss. And today is an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day out. Despite all the rain we got yesterday, it poured out all night long. We got about almost 3 inches of rain here in the city last night. And they said it had boomers last night, but I didn't hear the thunderstorms. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about a few different things. Well, my appointment for my hips surgery replacement is the 15th, but I found out it's the 9th, so it's actually better than later. So on the 9th of this month, which is next Tuesday, I got to go see my surgeon, and I'm going to talk to him about a surgery date. And hopefully, the sooner I get it out, the sooner I could be on the road to recovery. Now, it takes typically 4 to 6 weeks before you're totally healed, and over the course of time, it's just healing. The right hip responded really well after surgery, and I have no problems and no issues with it whatsoever. So now that I know what to expect for the left hip, hopefully the left hip will go just as good as the right hip, and we'll be on our merry way. Now, I didn't know what time to start posting live videos there because I know everybody does live videos at all different times of day. So if you want to see some live videos, you let me know and I'll post them up from time to time. But I just have to figure out what it's going to be a good time for me to do the live. Now, my wife watches soap opera at 2 in the afternoon. We just got home from a little bit of shopping. She had a doctor's appointment today. That went really well, and I had to get my little cat some kitty cat food today, and he's been a little, because he's finicky. He's just, I don't know if he's playing games with us or just doesn't care for the food we buy. I tried to give him the kitten food. He doesn't want it no more. And then I gave him the regular stuff. He'll eat it one day and he won't eat it the next day. So that's what I'm dealing with the kitten. So yeah, so it's going to take one day at a time. So I went down to the old Hannaford's that I used to work. I hadn't been in there in a while. Just wanted to check it out there. The inside of the store is under renovation. I don't really recognize it too much anymore. And you know, in the other job that I did have, but the other Hannaford, all last week and the week before, they've been calling me up almost every day. They want me to go back to work. And I was toying with the idea of going back to work, but my feet still having issues with them cracking and splitting open and stuff like that. I got an appointment this week with the toe doctor, and I don't know. And then I'm having my hip out and probably within a couple of weeks. So I didn't think it was fair for me to return back to work this quickly and then be out again for 3 or 4 weeks. So I told them, well, why don't we just put the job on the back burner for now? And I'm more than welcome to go back to work anytime I feel as if I'm ready. And I don't know if I would be ready because it is what it is. I'm up there in age along with my wife, and I want to enjoy myself while we still have, life together before everything goes to shit ski. And pardon my French, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But we got hyperinflation going on right now, and the food prices are ridiculous. My insurance just went up $200. My rent went up 75. Expect my rent to be going up again on a new evaluation. And, it's getting to a point where I can't afford to live or even go out and buy myself something. That's why I wanted to go back to work. But when I go back to work, my rent goes up because they don't want me to make any extra to better myself. So what are you supposed to do? So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move out of here next year. This is our final year living here. I'm not dealing with this stuff baloney here no more. The apartment level here in most days is so high you can't hear you. The walls vibrate because of that nationality plays the music so loud. I think you know who they are, and you complain about it and it doesn't do any good. It's complaining about, but and then you're considered the fall guy. So I hope I'm coming in okay. Let me just check my mobile phone to see whether or not I'm going actually on live. Just going to check. I've been waiting to see if anybody wanted to come in and join my channel. No. Okay, so we are live. Okay. No. Okay, so we are live. Okay. No. Okay. That was the echo from my phone. I wanted to make sure I was coming out pretty good. It's coming out pretty good. Now, what I wanted to do, use my mobile phone or use my iPad for this, but I think I'm going to have to put a thumbnail on my iPad and load it up from my iPad to the YouTube channel from that way and sign in live that way so I can use my iPad. But I haven't been able to figure out if I do the thumbnail, load it up on the computer, and then use the thumb go into the iPad to do it that way. Because when I go to click live, it won't let me find my which is managed, so I can click on that little thumbnail. So if you got a solution for me, let me know. Now I know I could probably do it through StreamYard. I haven't really tried StreamYard yet for streaming on YouTube, but I'd kind of like to do like a live video, film it out ahead of time and put it on, and then talk about it while I was playing. And I know we could do that on StreamYard. I don't think YouTube lets you do that yet. But yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. Also, I made these really, really good lemon cookies. Look at that, huh? And this with the for this particular one, this back of that nice and brown, golden brown. And but the problem with the making the lemon cookie, um, it it needed a little more lemon to it, and I would have liked to had it like a more of a yellowish color. And according to the YouTuber, she said you could buy some extract to put not extract, but yeah, uh, no, but yellow food coloring, and just a few drops. I didn't have any on hand, and I forgot to buy it today because I picked up a couple of fresh lemons because I plan on making this again. I didn't film this particular recipe out because it was the first time I made it, and I typically will like to make it a couple of times before I feel comfortable filming. But this particular recipe, I forgot the recipe link who I got it from, but I'll find it and put it up on a show more. But this particular recipe, I'm looking at my directions. It call for 2 cups of almond flour, a third of a cup of granular swerve, pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, a fourth of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. I put in one of those little strainers and I whisked them all together to get all any lumps, before they put it in my bowl. Then I added 2 large eggs at room temperature, a tablespoon of lemon juice. I had the bottle kind, but I did, it didn't taste like it was enough lemon in it. That's why I ended up getting a whole lemon. And optional, you could put some lemon zest in it. And this when I make it again, I'll put the lemon zest in it, and then 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and of course the food coloring for just to color it up to make it look a little more authentic. And then after you mix it all up, they come in at 1 gram carb of each. You scoop them out with a little small spoon or a small ice cream scooper. And I made like 9 of them, and you preheat your oven at 350. And mine took about 15 minutes to bake, and that's all she wrote. And they came out really, really good. And they break nice and soft. You see how nice and soft they break? You're really good. Again, they should probably have a little more lemon in it, so I get more of a lemon taste. That's why. Hmm, that's why when you cook there, it's always better to use fresh. Unless you're in a pinch sometimes, and I'll buy stuff that's frozen. I don't have a frozen problem using frozen vegetables and that stuff. A lot of times there, what I'll do is I'll buy like a. I plan on making another shepherd's pie using some turnip, and what I'll probably do is I'll buy the already peeled, and all I have to do is chunk it all up and boil it all up and put half a stick of butter and a little bit of Parmesan cheese with it, a little bit of heavy cream. And after then my ground pork or my ground beef, I usually put about a pound, and then I'll get a mixed box of frozen vegetables, and I'll put that right in with it. And then once I get them all mashed, I'll top that all off into a casserole dish, and I'll put that in the oven at about 350 for about 20 or 30 minutes till it's golden brown at the top. And the carb count on that is really low. You're eliminating the potato, and I love rutabaga and I love turnips since I've been losing all my weight. I My taste buds have changed to where I like stuff that I didn't like before, stuff that I like I no longer care for. So it's one of these things. And yeah, and the other thing is Mike Ware got a hold of me this morning, and he asked me if I wanted to go live Wednesday night. So Wednesday night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I believe him and Tom Gabby were going to be or Gabby. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. I believe it's Tom Gabby, but it's, uh, I'm thinking about the other guy that used to be a ball player for the Dodgers, Steve Garvey. So it's probably Garvey that's how he pronounces it. And he asked me if I wanted to come on live, but we're going to do each one of us is going to do a live cooking session. So I thought about what I wanted to cook there because my time's going to be limited on that channel for that night, and we'll talk keto and how everything else is going and all that, and that's really good. So I thought I'm going to make the low carb mission wrap pizzas that I made the other day because that was really tasted really good. So basically, you buy one of these low carb soft mission wraps in the blue packet, and they only come up to 1 net carb gram piece. I'll take that and I'll coat the top end around the outer edge with the avocado oil or olive oil. Toast that in the air fryer for about 4 minutes at 400. Pop it out of the oven. That's just to firm it up a little bit. Put a little bit of pizza sauce or marinara sauce on top. Some mozzarella cheese, and then whatever you want for topping. To make it simple, we'll probably do a little bit of chopped peppers in it when I make it for Wednesday night. put that back in the oven, 5 minutes, and then you're done. And then for a spice rub, we'll put half a teaspoon of oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of salt and pepper. We'll mix that all up, and you put that on top prior to going into the oven, and it should come out really, really good. And I made that once before, and I really, really enjoyed it. Now I did it with one wrap. This time I want to double up, put two wraps, make it a little thicker, and then when it's done cooking, I'll pull it in the back room over here, and I'll cut it all up, and we'll have it together on a taste test with everybody to show you how it's done. And yeah, so I picked up a couple more subscribers today, 552 as of right now. So thank you all very much for coming aboard. And what else we got going on this week? We got the doctor's appointment coming up next week. We did the Montezut Corral last night. I'm still editing the video for the studio. Should have that done later on in the week. The mayor posted another concert on the 14th at the Montezut Worcester Symphony Orchestra. They're a fantastic group of people. I filmed them in the past also, but I told the studio today, after this year, I'm not filming no more. I'm tired, and I'm taking a break altogether from the city stuff. I just want to go on and be plain old Ron and just stay with the Friday night bingo for now until I'm sick of that. And because I used to be a night out there, Madonna and and I enjoy going out with my wife and stuff like that. Especially you guys know if you got a spouse, and when you're doing a lot of city stuff, it takes away from my time with her. I recently lost two cousins in this past month, and my office manager, she lost her husband. He was only 57, and my two cousins were my age, so that really woke my eyes up. Life is definitely too short, and you need to really get out there and enjoy yourself. And that's why I want to get hip surgery. I want to be able to have a little bit of quality of life with my hip, and hopefully that'll respond as well as the right hip does. And I'm going to continue on to lose weight, and but if I don't lose any more weight and I stay where I am, I'm fine at 225. I lost 6 pounds last week. I was thrilled, and this past week, Donna and I, we celebrated 42 years of being married. And, what else can I say? I mean, we didn't have any kids, but we do got a cat. And so I just, maybe next time I do a live there, I'll bring him on here, show you an updated video of what he's sleeping right now. I don't want to wake him up because he has a tendency to go wild there when you don't play with him, and then he's all over the house. But he's good when he's sleeping, but we're all good when we're sleeping. But he's really, really, really finicky on food. I don't get it. He'll eat food one day, he won't eat the same food the other day, and I don't know if there's something going on with his tummy, if he's stuff like that. But I got another appointment coming up at the veterinarian with him soon. So actually next week, I believe. So I just I'll mention that to the vet there when I see him or her. And of course, in June he's going to be going again to the vet because he's going to get neutered, and maybe that'll slow his jets down a little bit. But yeah, that's about all I really got to say. I just wanted to come on for a short little video. Oh, hey Mike, how you doing? I've been going over some stuff. I'm looking forward to Wednesday night. I thought maybe I would do the pizza in the air fryer. I'm gonna get the Mission Wrap soft wraps. They come in at about a carb each, and I'll take two of them this time instead of one. I'll pop them in the air fryer at first for about a minute just to crust them a little bit. What I do is I'll take a little bit of avocado oil and coat the round edge, and then I'll put a little bit of sauce on it, and then I'll put a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and I'm thinking about maybe some chopped peppers on it, and maybe some black olives. Put that back in the microwave for about not microwave in the air fryer for about 4 more minutes at 400. And of course, for the rub I'll put on it for a spice rub will be oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then I just mix that around, and I'll put that on top on the pizza before I put it in the oven. And when I made that last week, it was so good. Oh my gosh! So Mike, I was showing everybody what there's not that many people that signed on this late in the afternoon. I made these lemon cookies today. Don't that look good? Nice and brown that is. So what I did for this particular recipe was the only thing was about this how they taste. They need a little more lemon. And what I did was get the recipe over here. I'm going to pop it up. So the recipe called for 2 cups of almond flour, a third of a cup of granular swerve, pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, a fourth of a teaspoon of xanthan gum, 2 large eggs, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. We use the squeeze in our bottle because that's all we had. And it, you could put a tablespoon of lemon zest. That's optional. I didn't have the fresh lemon. And then 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and also a few drops of that yellow food coloring. And if you optional in the food coloring, but the thing of it is, it would have tasted much, much better had it had a regular lemon, fresh lemon in it. And so I go down to Hannaford's today and I bought a couple of lemons and I forgot to buy the food coloring. So, I mean, you know, I don't know if I wanted to make this today, but this is how it came out. I made 9 of these. Again, you can see on the back of them. Oh yeah, and they bake at 350 for 15 minutes until golden brown. It came out really good. So what I did was I used a spoon and I scooped them all out on the silicone mat. And when I had my what I wanted on there, I took the palm of my hand and it flattened them out down a little bit. And then I took a fork and I was trying to make a crisscross pattern on each one. And this is what they came out with. Look at that. I had isn't that good? Doesn't it look good? Here you go, Mike. You never I got a brand new cookie you can have here with your tea or your favorite coffee. Really good. Oh my god. Just like I died and went to heaven. These kind of remind me of like when you go to church and you get your first communion, and you say your prayer and here you go. But yeah, that's what I made today. And I've just been experimenting. I've been finding some older videos that I never put up on the channel for whatever reason. And I've been going through the process of re-editing them. And a lot of my videos that I put up earlier, I was getting a lot of complaints about my volume wasn't high enough and I couldn't hear it. And I goes, well, I can hear it just fine. He goes, what are they talking about? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So I'm going to be sending out for a transmitter and receiver so I can put it over here on my little collar when I'm talking. But the other thing is, like, I figured out a solution for now. I've been in Premiere. I've been duplicating. I've been making a copy of the audio track. I've been dropping it underneath the video, and then I'll link them all together, and that bumps up the volume, like, it's 'cause I'm giving me, like, 2, audio tracks, and that's my solution for right now. Uh, the, transmitter would pick it up a lot better, but we have apartment noise, and I gotta be you know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, like, my washroom is right behind me, so you can hear that blaring away all night long, and then my cat is in the back room well, actually, he's in the living room right now, and my wife will be yelling at him during the course of the day, because he's up to no good. And he's a kitten and he's getting into all kinds of mischief. Now, right now, he's sleeping on his little scratch post, and I be giving him food. He's not eating it. He'll eat it one day. He won't eat it the next. He's being finicky. I don't know what's going on with him. I hope there's nothing really serious wrong with him. But for the most part, he's been eating, and so going on with that is I got an appointment with the veterinarian with him next week to get the third and final booster shot, and then after that, I make an appointment for June to have him neutered, and then hopefully he'll be settling down a little bit because I I, I don't know what he's trying to do. I'm looking at him and it goes, "What the heck are you doing?" So he's trying to climb up the wall, a straight up wall with nothing there. And then I'm seeing some videos of cat owners that they actually will climb up the wall and climb on the ceiling. I goes, "Oh my god!" I goes, "Why would you even let your cat do that? You put big scratches in your wall and everything." And I think that's why a lot of homeowners there, when you rent an apartment, they won't let you to have a cat or a dog because they're going to tear up their apartment. So, like I said, I hope he slows down. I love the little fella, but he took a couple of hunks out of my arm this past week, and he bit my wife on the in the ankle through blood. So yeah, and yeah, so the cookies came out real nice, real great. I'm happy with them. Oh yeah, they were one net carb each, Mike. Can you one carb a gram for one of these? And like I said, they came out really great. That nice and brown color on the back. What I did was when I popped them out of the oven, also I put them on a cooling rack, and they taste great with coffee. The other thing I thought maybe I was going to do, maybe make a little bit of cream cheese and add a little bit of powdered sugar in it, the erythritol, and then put it on top for a nice glaze. That would be pretty good. I'm always thinking behind the box or outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always trying to improve on what somebody else did. I saw a lot of few YouTubers do a cinnamon roll. I haven't done the cinnamon roll yet. So basically, they did a mozzarella cheese and some cream cheese and some almond flour, popped it in the oven, and then, well, actually, before they put the almond flour in, they melted down the cheese and then added the almond flour with a couple of eggs and some melted butter, and they mixed that all in together to form the dough. And then they rolled it out in between two sheets of parchment paper, and then they put some cinnamon on top and some other stuff. And then they rolled it into a burrito, and they cut it all up, and they placed it down on a casserole dish, and then popped that into the oven. I couldn't get over how really good they really looked. And then she kept saying one of the YouTubers, "Oh, the almond flour," but she wouldn't say. She said the kind of almond flour I use, but she wouldn't say what kind she used. So when I clicked on the YouTube recipe link for the recipe link download, she uses that Blue Diamond almond flour, which I use a lot too. But my preferred choice right now is the Great Value brand from Walmart because that's all I got in the house, and I like to try to use up what I have before I buy anything else because everything's so stinking expensive right now. Yeah, it was like $1.19 for a can of cat food for your cat. If you're going through two cans a day, that's a quick meal for me and my wife. I go, oh my gosh. So yeah, it's fun having a cat, but they're a lot of work. They're very demanding that you have to take care of them and all that stuff there. Um, I did an egg fast last week. I could only hack it for 2 days. I wanted to do a 3 days with a 2-day period of transitioning, but after having 17 eggs in 2 days, I couldn't hack any more eggs. I felt like I was gonna turn into a chicken, and I started cackling in the morning, and I thought maybe I was dreaming of feathers there. Waking up, I eat my pillow, making feathers in my pillowcase. But I ended up losing 6 pounds during the egg fast, and I did do a slow period into carbs, and I was walking every day last week. I averaged about 2.5 miles every day last week, and Donna and I we celebrated 42 years Friday being married. We went out to Applebee's. I had a 8-ounce ribeye steak, well done, and side order broccoli, a serving size of mashed potato, and with Donna, I split an onion ring, and then Donna ended up getting that chicken salad that they have over there, the Mexican chicken salad. And of course, there was so much, I had to bring half of it home because I can't eat as much as I used to eat before. And then we went to bingo Friday night. She had enough help on the floor, so I played bingo Friday, and we didn't win anything, but it was just something that Donna and I do over the years, and I did over the years, and now we're down to one bingo in the area when we used to have bingo 7 nights a week. So but that's our fun night of activity. I volunteer on Friday nights because it's too expensive for both of us to play. But and I'm on a first name. Now she draws over 220 people every Friday night. I talk to every one of them. That I'm on a first name basis with everybody. I remember who they all are. They're all very friendly, and some of the older players, they all know who Donna and I are. And uh, Charlotte, the caller wished me a happy anniversary over the PA system, and everybody was clapping. I felt embarrassed, but I told her, don't worry about it. I says, I've been embarrassed before, don't matter. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they recognize that. And of course, Friday night at the bingo, there, I can get anything I want out of the kitchen because they cook food for the patrons. And I ended up getting a slice of pizza and a soda. That's all he had Friday night, but a regular slice of pizza. But that, thanks, Mike. But I don't know. Mike. I'm just trying to figure out times if I go live. You know, I'm looking at other YouTubers. Trying not to interfere with what they do. But I guess if I want to go live, maybe go a little bit later at nighttime, like about 6 o'clock at nighttime when you guys aren't doing anything. And so I just that's what I was thinking of, anyways. But I don't know. Your pal Misty there, she does one every once in a while around 7 o'clock at nighttime, and a whole host of other ones. And I usually follow some of those Patriot channels there, usually around that time because if you know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure. But I just I want to get the real news, not this crap you see on TV. But think about that. My Bruins lost last night. I'm a little bit disappointed. So I started wearing my Red Sox cap today until I can get a Celtics hat. And you know, Bergeron's probably the final season as a Bruin as a hockey player. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I got YouTube, and I have it downloaded. Yeah, what I wanted to start, what I tried to do was on YouTube. Can you load a video on YouTube and go back to it as a live video? Play it back as a live video, so you don't have to. I know you could do it through StreamYard. Go on StreamYard, post the video, and then when it pops up, you can set it up as a live stream, and then go on live, so you don't have to talk over the video. Because what I wanted to do was I wanted to pre-film, let's say I'm going to give, for instance, I want to make a live. I want to make a spaghetti sauce from scratch, and I was thinking about doing it like filming the entire process out, edited it down to about 20 minutes, and then talk over the video, and then put it up live that way, and then talk about it while I'm watching a video with people that are watching, and then sample it together. And I could do it like get a plate pre-made and then bring it in the front room or back room here. In my case, I'm in back office over here. This is my bedroom. Donna has her bedroom and I have mine because if I slept with Donna, we would never get no sleep together, and I need the adjustable bed. So, but other than that, it's good. So I don't know if there's a solution to that. And the other thing is when I uploaded my this for set this up for live this afternoon, I tried to go on here, and I got a nice iPad that I want to start using. So I go to click on the live on here for YouTube, but I can't. It won't let me go into the manage to get my video on my mobile phone. It'll only do it on my computer. So I'm thinking wherever I set it up from, that's where I got to do the live from. You know? Yeah, I know. I've been trying to figure that out there because I wanted to do one today for tomorrow for later on in the week. I'll try to figure it out later on in the week. But I just I don't know. There's another young lady that I follow. She lives like 2 towns over from me, and her name is Anne Marie with XLXOXOXO, and she's really awesome in the afternoon because she actually cooks up a live videos every day, and she does she go out shopping and shows how to she shows you how to save money, and so she's acknowledged my channel a lot of times, and she's always asking me, well, what did I make for today for my meals, and I made a yesterday I made a nice chicken drumsticks. I did them in the Instapot, and the day before we did a nice s- uh, one day this past week, actually, we made a nice roast, a pot roast, and yeah, and I'm planning on making another shepherd's pie. I made the other shepherd's pie last time; it came out really good. I'll take the rhubarb or the rutabaga, not rhubarb, and I'll chop it all up, boil it up, get it nice and soft. Do the ground beef or the pork, and then I'll add a box of frozen vegetables. Put it all together. And when I mash the turnip or the rutabaga, I'll usually put a half a stick of butter in it, and I'll put some Parmesan cheese in it, and a little bit of heavy whipping cream, and I'll mix that all up, and I'll put it in a casserole dish, and I'll bake that in the oven for 350 till it's golden brown at the top, and that's really really good for low carb keto, and that's how I've been very successful losing weight. Do you have YouTube, buddy? No, no, I don't. I'll have to check that out. Maybe I do, but I'm not sure. You can receive it and then upload your scheduled time. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I, that I'm not sure. I know I got the premium. On my YouTube account, it's a premium account because I didn't want the commercials because I watch YouTube so much. I just like I said it. The only time I watch TV now is if a Red Sox game is playing, and now with the Bruins game gone, I could go concentrate on the Celtics, and I'll watch 5 minutes of the local news, sports, weather, and that's it for that. And then most of the time, Donna's got her stuff going that she likes, and she'll come in over here. She'll play the Facebook games. I don't play the Facebook games. I don't care about that. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. That's pretty our life on the computer, and I'm constantly on the computer doing research and all that. Now, I filmed out the Montechusett Corral last night at the City Hall. It's a fantastic group of people. he did acknowledge me this time for filming there. But I had the video all separated and all pre-edited. Now I got to do the final editing process and with the titles, and I got to turn it into the studio for broadcasting for for later on in the week. But they played one of my songs there, it brought tears to my eyes, Over the Rainbow. And every time that song plays, I just break down and cry because, I think about my mom and all the other ones that we lost before us, and now I know they're over the rainbow. And oh my gosh. So, but yeah, I really love that group. And now we got the our local colonial band starting up on July 11th, going out and having hip surgery probably in another week. And we're definitely going to have that checked and then get on the mending part. Hannaford's tried calling me up about, actually, they called me up all last week. I finally decided to answer the phone, and I told them about my feet still cracking and bleeding. They're not healed yet. I go back and see the doctor this week, and then I told them about the hip surgery. I didn't think it was fair to go back to work and have hip surgery and then be out 3 or 4 weeks after that. So I told him I'm going to just step back for a little while. And he told me, he said, Ron, when you're ready to come back to work, you let me know. And if you want to come back to work, I'll hire you. And we'll have to hire you as a new employee. And I said, well, that's okay. But if they hire me, I want to get full time, and I want Mondays off, and I want to have a day off on Friday. And if they can't do that for me, then I won't get a job there. But I want to go back full time and none of this part time baloney where you don't know how many hours you're going to be getting one week to the next. But because otherwise I'll probably just either stay retired or go back to work third shift somewhere. I used to love third shift when I was working full time. There's plenty of jobs in our area, and I'm friends with the person that does the unemployment office over there in our city there. He's the director over there, and he said, Ron, if you want a job, I could come down and place you somewhere. And, I can make a lot more than minimum wage, $15 an hour. I could probably make about 20 or $30 an hour. But the problem is my rent over here is crazy. I can't pay any more money for rent because I want to work. So this is my last year living here. I told my wife, he says, we're getting out of here. It's just too much baloney that goes on here. They don't want you making anything extra, and anything extra you get, they take it away from you. And it's just the noise level here is unbelievable. And it's at nighttime I get the ones the nationality that loves playing that music. My walls literally vibrate at nighttime on my floor. You feel my feet vibrating because the noise carries because we got really high ceilings. And I complain, but it doesn't do any good. And I'm not complaining no more. But yeah, but I'm gonna check out TubeBuddy, and I can get the extension through Chrome. And yeah, I'll do that. I'll give you a call later, and let me I try to figure it out for myself first, and see if that'll work. But thanks for joining the live chat, Mike. I don't think anybody else came on, but I didn't know what time to set it up. The last time I did a live YouTube chat, by the way, I had about 30 people that was just wanted to check out and check it in. But yeah, can you believe it? 552 subscribers. I can remember when I only had like not even 100 subscribers. I go, oh my gosh, I was just happy to get one myself. And I just the only reason why I started this channel was to document my journey. I wanted to see how far I could take it. I wanted to hold myself accountable for it publicly, and to get inspire as many people along my path to get healthy with me. And one of the other local historians, Mark, that lives in the area, he's like a president of the local historical society. He went on a journey the same time I did, but he didn't do keto. But he lost over 100 pounds, and he goes walking every day. They 2 miles every day, 2 miles, no matter what. And I'm proud of him. But he follows me, and I follow him, and he doesn't have a YouTube channel as far as I know, but because he's too busy being an attorney. And he's written about 15 books here for the city and for himself, and he's written books about the Boston Celtics, the Patriots, and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's quite knowledgeable. And but I just I'm just pissed off at that stinking Bruins last night. Oh my gosh, when they lost that game in the one when they went up 3-1, it goes they're all done. They're not going to come back from this. And you blow a 3-1 lead and you end up losing three straight to that team. Nah, that's unacceptable. But it is what it is. We got still got Celtics, and then the Red Flops, I call them. But and then after that, it'll just be watching movies from time to time. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a great weekend, a great week, Mike. I'll get a hold of you later for that. I might. Let me try to figure that out. What you told me about that YouTube, buddy. And if I can't figure it out, I'll give you a call later. And because my wife's going to be popping on the computer in about 20 minutes because we share the computer back here. But I'll talk to you later, Mike. All right. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and enjoy your day. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're just popping on watching the live stream. Thanks, guys.